Okay, welcome back. I wanted to show you how the combat would go. I showed you how it goes if you evade, but how actual combat goes in Micro RPG Basic. So we're just gonna assume we're in the scenario where maybe you rolled on the Oracle die or the Mythic table. Is this goblin sleeping? Okay, we'll just say I rolled a no. Or I rolled a no and, which implies something bad, something worse is going to happen. So, he's awake. He jumps off the chest. What is this? And Dirk the Dangerous, well, I think it's time we draw for initiative in this case, since we're using the cards. Again, you can use 2d6 and try to roll under. I can try to roll under his agility, which is his strongest score. Alright. Now, again, this goblin I gave it the difficulty modifier of -1. So I'm assuming that's strength and agility. I might be wrong on that, but again, it's Dirk's strongest score, one of the strongest. So I'll just make it a 6. Let's see if Dirk, this is the initiative, let's see if Dirk wins the initiative. So all he has to do is get under that agility. And he doesn't. Goes in the discard pile. So it means the goblin goes first. The goblin draws its short sword. 1, 2. Can only move 2 because I'm going with basic fantasy rules. That's in the monster manual and the basic fantasy. It says they can only go 20 feet per turn. Okay. So, and he's got a short sword. So Dirk's going to go. And he's going to move there 10 feet. Because each square is 10 feet in this instance. And he's going to take a shot. He's going to draw his long sword, which does 1d8 damage, according to basic fantasy. And all he has to do is, would be 4, but since the difficulty modifier of the goblin is a -1, he's got to get under a 3. And he doesn't, so he misses. Now, the goblin is going to attack Dirk. So Dirk, actually, oh, whoops, I screwed that up. Saw that. I already discarded that other one. So Dirk is going to try to evade by trying to get under his agility, which would be a 5 because of the -1. And he does not. So he gets hit. And the goblin does 1d6 damage. So let's see. Let me get this bad boy up here to make it easy. Does 3 damage to Dirk. Dirk is down to 15, 14, 13, 12 hit points. No, wait a minute. Sorry, 11. No, I'm right. Sorry, boy, my math. It's late or something. Sorry, 12 hit points. Whew. Man, basic subtraction here. Come on. So Dirk is going to try to hit this goblin. Again, he's got to get under 3. Let's see if he can do it. No, he's just missing wildly. Let's see. He has to evade the goblin's strike. He's got to get under a 6. And he gets a 6. But Not only that, it's the same suit. So I believe he gets an experience point. So I'll mark that on here. One, because I think if I got like an ace, I would have gotten 3. But again, I don't add these until he goes to sleep at night to try to, you know, I think it's 3 to improve it in a tribute score. So good job, Dirk. He's dodging and weaving. He's going to try to attack the goblin again. Let's see what he gets. 8. No, he misses. And Dirk just doesn't have a good... He's not a big fighter. So he's got to evade. He's got to get 6 or under in the agility, and he doesn't. He gets hit again. It's not looking good for Dirk. Let's see what the... Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Let's see. So the goblin hits. Oh, does 6 damage. And Dirk is down to 6 hit points. Dirk's just got to land a good one, though. So he's going to try and get a 3 or lower. Oh. That's... Ooh, I think that might be the highest one. I think that's a critical. Let me look it up in the rule book. Oh no, a joker is a critical, but a queen is 12. Alright, so he missed. So he's going to try to dodge. He's got to get a 5. See if we can do it. Oh no! Critical failure. So yeah, that's not good. He does not dodge, and the goblin does double damage. So let's see how much damage. I can find my... Here it is. Dice tray. 1 times 2, or roll 2 times. I'll do roll 2 times. 6. And he's dead. That's how you do combat. So I think the big thing, as the goblin wipes the blood off its blade on Dirk's clothes and takes his letter and rips it up. That won't be going anywhere. Who is stabbing? Who's evading? So you always have to keep, because you're sticking to your own stats each time, whether you're trying to hit or trying to evade. So you got to remember who's trying to hit and who's trying to evade. And that's how the combat works in Micro RPG. Decent little demo. Again, maybe I should have given the goblin a 0. Yeah, this seems a little, you know. This is the second time I played through with this combat, and Dirk's lost. So maybe it's a very tough goblin. I don't know. Again, Dirk, pretty weak because you're using, you know, a pretty big range to get under a 4. Even if I use 2 6-siders, you know, I still have to get under that 4, so the odds of him hitting aren't that great. So he's kind of like a thief character, really. And but I just wanted to show you how combat would go. So I definitely, if I were him, I would have gone with the first scenario of just trying to evade, get around the goblin, because he's just not tough enough yet to take out the goblin. Even with the difficulty modifier of 0, you know, it's hard for him to land a blow. But so there you go. It's RPG Basic Combat. Let me know what you think in the comments, and keep solo questing. I got something special for Christmas coming up here, and it's going to use Micro RPG, the Micro RPG system, but with a tweak, the kind of tweak. Keep solo questing.